Hey folks, my name is Carissa Johnson, and this is my 5th and final semester with the Museum Studies program at Johns Hopkins University. I also have a bachelor's degree in historic preservation from the University of Mary Washington in Fredericksburg, and I currently live in Stafford, Virginia, which is about 35 miles from where we're going to meet, Washington, D.C. I live here with my husband and 3 dogs, no kids, and it's a pretty fantastic place to live if you're pursuing a degree in history or in museums, because you honestly can't throw a rock without hitting something related to a museum or history or George Washington. I kind of had a pretty long route when it comes to my education. I did spend 8 years of active duty in the United States Marine Corps, and it took me a decade to finish that bachelor's degree that I had just. Most people I talk to in this program, they grew up going to museums. Their parents took them to museums. Their schools went on trips to museums, and that wasn't my story. It only became something that I was interested in when I was active duty in the Marine Corps, and as a graphic designer and a combat camera Marine, we were tasked with designing an exhibit for a 3-war general who we were going to name a building after, which is something Marine Corps does a lot. I probably went to the museum, the National Museum of the Marine Corps, about 3 times a month. So I became very familiar with that museum and its exhibits, and it kind of got me obsessed with exhibit design. It may sound a little bit silly and childish, but every single decision I've made about my education has been with one goal in mind, and that was to work at the Marine Corps Museum. And with that being said, I currently do. Check. I am a special assistant to the Arms and Armor Curator and the Arms and Armor Museum Specialist, and my job is to help them with the collection, whatever they need. The collection has about 3,200 firearms and 1,500 edged weapons, and a pretty healthy collection of explosive devices. They're all certified inert, so they won't go boom. I am very appreciative and that I was granted the opportunity to use this cultural heritage seminar in DC for my graduation requirements, as opposed to one of the museum studies seminars offered. That way I could stay local here with my family, and I could finish this semester instead of. The main focus of my studies in this program have been more towards collections management and registration. I am a big fan of process and procedure. I love organizing anything, whether it's my linen closet or 3,200 firearms at the museum. So that type of work is right up my alley. I obviously do still appreciate and like to see exhibit design stuff in my day, but I really would rather do collections management work. So, yep, that's me, and I can't wait to meet you all.